the evening is going to be a gentleman that has been in my family for 17 years and conceivably 18. Comedy and surprise you guys. Okay. We'd like you to pay special attention to what he's going to be doing. He's going to be doing a rope trick that he performed way back yonder when he was only 11 years old. Let's enjoy the magic of Brian Mullins.
Back when I took geometry many years ago, my professor always said there was one axiom we must never ever forget. And that is, if two things are equal to a third thing, they are also equal to each other. And conversely, if two things are unequal to a third thing, they are also unequal to each other. And I said, Professor, I don't believe that. And I can prove that you're wrong. So I showed him a short rope, a medium rope, and a long rope. And I said, by bringing these three ends up and letting them hang down in front like this, you will have to admit that all three ends are equal, aren't they? And now, by bringing these three ends up and over like this, that makes all three ropes equal, doesn't it? And he said, you silly boy. He said, just because the ends are equal doesn't mean the centers are equal. If you just separate the ropes a few inches, you'll see that we still have three different lengths of rope. And I said, Professor, it may seem that way to you, but if I may stretch a point, I'd say that you aren't seeing things so straight. If you have a tape measure, you can measure them. Here's one rope, two ropes, and rope number 3, and they're all the same length. And the professor scratched his head and said, I don't understand it, but I will have to admit that all three ropes are equal now. And I said, Professor, there's where I can prove you wrong again. Because I'll prove to you that things that are equal to each other can also be unequal to each other. If you just look the ropes over, you'll see that we still have a short rope, a medium rope, and a long rope. And the professor looked the ropes over, and then he looked at me, and he said, Mullins, I know a student with a medium amount of intelligence that should go right along with the rest of the class, but he's going to come up short.
This is my son Brian, and this is my other son Brian. Enjoying my two sons, Brian, and I'd like to say at this point that the part of Jack in the Box was played by our new and upcoming magician, Mr. Matthew Dahlgren.